Hey guys, today we're in the book of 2 Samuel chapter 23. It starts out after 22, after this long psalm of David's. We see in the first verse of 23, it says, "Now these were the last words of David." When it says that, it doesn't mean it's his deathbed statement. He's nearing the end of his life, but it's not his deathbed statement. It's kind of like the last psalm of David, if you will. And it just is amazing kind of being the last psalm that David will write. Just kind of shows us truly where his heart is at the end of his life. The oracle of David, the son of Jesse, a very humble man, an oracle of a man who was raised on high. David realizes it's not him who raised himself, but it was God who raised him, anointed by God of Jacob. He writes this in verse 3, in the fear of the Lord. In verse 5, he says, "For does not my house stand so with God? For he has made an everlasting covenant," showing us that he truly trusts in God, that no matter what David has done and will do, that doesn't take away God's promises, right? And so his life is not dependent on what he does. It's dependent on the never-changing promises of God. And then you have really the rest of the chapter. We're not going to go through all the names, but we see a list of names, 37 of the mighty men of David. And if you had time, you can go through some of these people we know, and they've done a lot that we can see in Samuel and in Chronicles. But some of them we don't know. But what's most amazing about this section as you read through what these men have done is you must remember who many of the mighty men were. Many of the mighty men, if you remember, going all the way back, right? All the way back to David. If you remember, when David was hiding from Saul, he went to the cave of Adullam. And there he found some people that started following him. And these were the down and out people. These were not the nice people. These were the poor. These were the people who were running. These were robbers. These were beggars. These were all types of bad people that had nowhere to go, so they just kind of joined David. And through the life of David and through God blessing David and blessing his mighty men and teaching and knowing, we see now at the end of his life, not only has God blessed David, but God has blessed so many people who have been faithful to God's men, God's man, and God's promises. And so it's just an amazing point of chapter 23 here, where God takes nobodies and makes them somebodies. And that's still exactly what he does today. We come to Christ as a nobody, and he makes us a somebody. And we're all somebody because we are formed in the image of God and we are saved by God, and Jesus died for us. So that definitely makes us a somebody. And so just a great point here at the very end. It says that there were 37 in all. Of course, there was many mighty men, but these were kind of the best of the best, the ones from the cave of Adullam, right? So hope that makes a little bit more sense, and we will see you tomorrow in the last chapter. God bless.